Alright, just a quick tutorial here on if you want to use your TI84 for matrices instead of the Desmos calculator, which is absolutely fine. I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to start by just inputting this A matrix from your multiplication worksheet. So you do second matrix, and matrix is down here. It's the x to the -1 button, the inverse button. You have your names, you have your different math operations. You see the determinant right at the top. Go over to edit first, choose which one you want to put in, so I'm doing A, and then the size of that matrix. This is a 3, and hit enter, 3, enter, and it should show up on your calculator like a 3 by 3, so it matches size. And then 5, you can just arrow over, I guess enter, I'm sorry, on this one. So -4, enter, 8, enter, 2, enter, -3, -7, 10, 5, -4. And make sure you enter on the last one. I have had a lot of problems with students putting -4 and then quitting. So when you do second quit, that always takes you back to your home screen. If I type second matrix A, there's your matrix. So make sure you hit the enter, or that's going to be a 0 at the end. You don't want that. Alright, so as far as showing you like the inverse of this one is just second. Every time you want to use a matrix, you get a second matrix and choose the one you want, A, to the -1. So there's the inverse. And again, that's going to be decimals. If you do math, number 1 in math is change things to a fraction. You can do that. Looks like 803 is my determinant. So let's first let's do that determinant. So under the matrix math, so if you hear me say something about matrix math, that's that menu under the matrices. Number 1 is the determinant of matrix A is a positive 803. That's what I was saying. So it's 803. So if I do my matrix A to the -1 and multiply it by 803, that'll give me all the. So I would write the determinant as 1 over 803 times that matrix. Right, so for B, use second matrix, edit, choose the one you want. So I want to put B in. And it is a 2 by 3, -1, 5, -3, -2, 8, 4. And then second matrix, let's say I want to do B times D down here, so I'm going to go ahead and put D in there. So I'm going to edit, just make sure you go to the right one. So D is a 3 by 2, 6, -2, -3, 3, 0, 5. Quit to get back to a clear home screen, and then B times D. So it'd be second matrix B times second matrix D. So that matrix menu is really good for, and there's your answer. Hopefully that's what you got for number 3. It's really good for when you're going to be using matrices over and over again, and a lot of times we will use them repeatedly, so that's nice to have. If you have just a one-time use matrix, I'm going to show you, so like on the notes that I'm going to do tomorrow, let's just say the question is find the inverse of this matrix, right? If you don't want to put that whole thing in, or if you don't want to save that and use it over and over again, if you're just doing it one time, you can do alpha zoom. And alpha zoom is a shortcut to matrices. It's already set up. You go up and choose the size you want. So this is already set up for a 2x2, and it will be. So I hit OK, and then it's going to show my matrix 7, and I just do the arrow over on this one 2, because if you hit enter on this one, it will get out of the matrix completely. To the -1 power, math, enter, change to a fraction, and the denominator 34, right? You choose the biggest denominator because that's going to be the least common multiple. So if I multiply that by 34, then I'd say the inverse is, I'll write it on here, 1 over 34 times 4, -2, +3, 7. So that if you're just doing it one time, it's alpha zoom, and then you can do any size matrix you want. Also, under the matrix menu, if you want just the determinant of a matrix, so just a one-time determinant, let's say we're going to do, it says just find the determinant of this matrix. You can go to your matrix menu, choose that determinant, and alpha zoom, it's a 3x3, and then you have to hit OK to put it in. So 3, arrow to the right, -4, 2, keep doing arrow to the right, and it'll keep wrapping around. 1, -5, 0, -3, 2, 4, in that parenthesis, so the determinant of that one is -70. Alright, so hopefully if you have questions, if you're using a TI, let me know. Be happy to answer any questions you have. Have a great day.